Hi friends, welcome to this gentle yoga flow that I've created for stress and anxiety relief. We're going to start by lying on our backs with the soles of our feet together in Supta Baddha Konasana. I created this sequence to help calm the mind and nervous system and to release any tension in the physical body. We'll be moving gently and slowly throughout this practice. I encourage you to set the intention to go through this practice with compassion for yourself, for all that you're going through, and for some loving kindness towards yourself. So go ahead and get comfortable in this position with the soles of your feet together, your knees splaying out towards the sides, opening up your hips. Your hands can be down towards your sides, or maybe you would like to rest them on your belly or your heart. Or maybe you want to lift them up overhead, clasping onto opposite forearms or elbows. Now bring your attention to your breath. Sometimes when we get stressed and anxious, our breathing becomes fast and shallow. So we really want to focus on elongating and slowing down our breath here to trigger our parasympathetic nervous system to take us out of that fight or flight response. So take an inhale through your nose, really filling up from your diaphragm so you can picture your belly expanding, your rib cage expanding, your chest expanding, filling all the way up. And then exhale out your mouth, letting go slowly, pushing out that last little bit of air as you get to the bottom. And then repeating, inhaling through the nose, filling up the belly, filling up the rib cage, filling up the chest, and then exhaling out your mouth slowly, seeing how slow you can let go of your breath. And just keep repeating this for a few more minutes, connecting with your breath. And now we'll slowly begin to move, so go ahead and bring your legs together, bringing your knees in towards your chest, giving yourself a little squeeze here. Staying here for a moment, maybe you want to rock side to side, massaging your hips and your spine, still connecting with that deep inhale and deep exhale. Now gently let both knees roll over to the left side, stacking your knees. Your legs can stagger a bit, and then go ahead and open up that top arm, letting that right arm extend out to your side like a wing, letting that right shoulder drop down towards the mat. If it's not wanting to relax, go ahead and bring that left shoulder out to the left a bit more to create more space between your shoulders. And just soften here, allowing yourself to relax in this twist. Bring both knees back through center for just a moment, and then let both legs drop down to the right side, extending that left arm out and open this time. Again, shimmying your right shoulder over if that left shoulder needs more room to come down to the mat. Softening here, relaxing, coming back to your breath. Gently roll your knees back through center, giving yourself a hug here, sending yourself love and compassion. And then we'll come into happy baby. So go ahead and split your legs apart a little bit more than hip width, bringing your knees in towards your armpits. You can grab on to your toes, maybe the insides of your feet, the outsides of your feet. If you're not comfortable stretching your arms up that high, you can hold on to the backs of your thighs right where they meet your knees. Staying still or rocking side to side here. Just gently opening up our hips, getting this playful energy, looking like little happy babies. And then bring your knees in towards your chest and just roll yourself up to a seated position. So we'll just sit here with our feet flat on the mat, knees bent, wrapping your hands around your legs. Your forehead can rest on your knees, giving yourself a little hug here. And if your forehead doesn't comfortably make it to your knees, that's okay. Just let your head hang to wherever it goes. This is such a simple but effective pose for calming the mind. It's also a gentle heart opener, so it's natural for any emotions to come up. But I hope you take this time to remind yourself how strong and resilient that you are. You should be so proud of yourself for all that you've overcame and for all the other things that you'll overcome in the future. You are amazing. And we'll slowly move, coming to all fours, getting on your hands and knees, however is most comfortable for you to get there. Making sure you're stacking your shoulders over your wrist and your fingers are spread apart. Your hips are over your knees and your knees are about hip width apart. And then inhale, looking up, creating that valley in your lower back. And then exhale, rounding your back, bringing your chin to chest. Inhale, arching the back, looking forward or looking up. Dropping your belly to the mat, and then exhale, rounding the back, chin to chest, really pressing your hands into the mat. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, rounding the back, pressing into the mat. And then just inhale to a neutral spine, bringing your hands another palm distance up the mat, tucking your toes, bringing your knees up, lifting your hips up towards the sky for a down dog, keeping your knees bent here so you can really focus on letting your chest and your belly drop towards your thighs. I promise we will not be here long. Slowly walk your feet up to your hands, staying bent forward in this ragdoll position, holding on to opposite forearms or elbows, keeping a soft bend in your knees here. You can stay still or rock side to side, really lengthening the spine here. And as you sit here, I want you to close your eyes if you can. And just imagine all of your stress, worries, anxiety, anger, sadness, anything that is no longer serving you is just melting away, washing down your back, coming from out of the crown of your head, and washing into the earth. These things are not yours to carry anymore. It's time to lighten your load. Now gently press your palms into the mat if you can, bringing yourself down to your belly, however is most comfortable for you to get there. And we'll be coming into Sphinx pose. So go ahead and place your forearms out in front of you, pressing your palms, your forearms into the mat, and lifting your chest up, looking up towards the sky if you can, for this baby back bend, a very gentle heart opener. So as we open up our hearts here, use your inhales to breathe in more self-love and self-compassion, and your exhales to release any lingering tension or worries. Now we'll be coming into child's pose, so press yourself up and get your knees about mat width apart, shooting your hips back towards your heels, extending your arms out in front of you, and just resting your head, dropping your forehead to the mat if you can. This is such a grounding pose for calming your mind in times of stress or anxiety. So observe all the contact points that you're making with the earth, your forehead, palms, legs, feeling how the earth is really supporting you here. Now we'll come into our final pose, Savasana. So go ahead and press yourself up and just lay down on your back. Really taking up space here, letting your feet be as wide as the mat. Your arms can be down to your sides, closing your eyes down here. So as we lay here, we'll practice some pranayama or breath work. We'll practice square breathing. So we'll inhale to a count of 4, hold a count of 4, exhale, count of 4, and then hold out a count of 4. So go ahead and take a big breath in, and then exhale out your mouth, letting go. And then we will begin. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and just continue doing this round of square breathing at your own pace to your own breath. On your next exhale, go ahead and let this square breathing go and let your breathing return back to normal, not putting any effort into it and just letting your natural rhythm come back. Noticing if both your breath and your thoughts have slowed down a bit, creating more space between each thought, creating more space between the breaths, and just sit here for a moment, reconnecting with yourself, observing any sensations on the physical body that arise, and any thoughts, emotions, or feelings that arise on the inside. And just noticing everything and then letting it pass by like a cloud. encourage you to stay here, soaking in the serenity of your Shavasana for as long as you can. But I will be leaving you here. So I thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you are feeling a little bit more relaxed and your mind is a little bit more calm. Until we meet again, friends, namaste.